Welcome to EDU World Space.
All right, I am going to be using the decimals graphing calculator. I've already input the data. So one thing that you need to be very careful of is that your inputs, the X's, are years since 1980. And so your input should be 8 because the first piece of data is 1988, then 12, 16, 20, 25, 27 with the corresponding outputs that you see in the table. Okay, so draw a scattergram. So we'll zoom fit and then decide, does this look linear or exponential? Based on its behavior, it decreases really fast and then slowly. It's exponential. And so to find a formula for it, if you're using handheld, you're doing an exponential regression, which you should have done in class, possibly. If you're using decimals, then we say y1, so it pulls from the data, equals ax, actually it's a times b to the x1. That would be an exponential model. It fits it very well because of the r squared value. We're going to four decimal places. So this is going to be f of t equals, the a is 2826.97 times b is 0.7709. That's 4 decimal places to the x. The number of polio cases, since this is less than 1, is decreasing by, well, it would be, so I can't see what your drop-down menu options are in this next part, but for the number of polio cases, I would suspect it would say decreasing by, this would mean retaining 77%, so that'd be like losing 23% per year. Okay, now the next part of the question. Predict the number of polio cases in 2013. Well, 2013 is when, that would be, let's see, that would be 33 years after 1980. So I'm going to say when x is 33, and that would be predicted to be 0. Well, not quite. It would represent 0.528. This is in thousands, so that would be 528 cases. Predict in which year there will be 1 case. Well, that would actually be a y equals 0.001. Again, because this is in thousands, that would represent 1. I may need to. There we go. About 57 years since 1980. And so that would be in the year 2037. And the approximate half-life, if we started with 28,000 or 2,826.97, half of that is about 1413.5. And so 1413.5 and that would be 2.664, which it took it that long to lose half of its life, so every 2.664 years, or about 2.7, depending on how you have to approximate, it keeps losing half of its value. So right now, 1430, half that is 700, which is another, 2.67 years, or about we'll just say about 2.7 years is the half-life. But you may need to round differently. So hopefully this helps some. I may not have hit every single part of those exactly for you, but the more we can see, the more it does help.